Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to this new video. In this video, which is the last one, please bear with me. The last video on the Wraith of God series the last 4 videos that I've done with Wraith of God. But in the previous videos, you've seen me use the Q-tip to do the big black area on the cape. You've seen me do fill in some the dark spots, fill in some blacks on the leg and the arm. And well, in this video, what I'm going to do and focus on is just rendering. So I'm going to start here on the cape, and I'm going to render. As you can see, I'm using the Micron 02, which is pretty much my go-to tech pen for rendering. Especially with this size character. This is not a big character. It's not a very small character. I'll probably say like a mid-size type character. And medium size, and yeah, so 02 I think it works perfectly fine for this type of character. So yeah, actually the rendering process for this character is not too crazy. It's not too much. It's actually pretty simple. I'm just going to do these little lines for most of the area. On Wraith. This is usually what I do to render characters that are in all black, like Wraith, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing in this video, and just rendering out that area there, and yeah. So as you can see, I spotted the blacks on the majority of Wraith. I did his arm, his cape thingy at the back, his coat, his hat, his face. And the leg. At this stage, I still have the horse and parts of the background to do, so just moving along. And I apologize for the angle. It's not the best right here, but if you like the first few minutes, you saw what I was doing, just drawing some little parallel lines, very short parallel lines all across the edge, and continuing to do that. There's certain areas where I have to do some more cross hatching, like for example on the hat, and other areas that I've left purposely with a white spot on it, and yeah. And then normally before I start rendering, as you saw with the piece of paper to my left, on my left hand, I normally start to practice a few spots, just to make sure that I get a good feel for the ink. For the tech pen, because sometimes the tech pen has a lot of ink, sometimes got little ink, and so I just want to make sure how much I'm dealing with before I go in. And yeah, so that's the process. That's what you see me doing there. And yeah, and this piece is the Wraith of God fan art piece that I did for Aaron Lopresti's Wraith of God fan art contest that he did a while back. Yeah, I meant to have these videos posted much sooner, but I just couldn't get around to it. And yeah, so the contest is over, and Adam Miller won the contest with his beautiful piece that he did, painted piece. And yeah, it was really good to see that. And it was really good to see Adam win that contest. Deservedly so, because his paintings are really awesome, really good stuff. And yeah, excited for him, excited for Wraith. Hopefully, well, I mean, it'll probably be the end of this year, I think, before Lopresti finishes with the book, and it'll be great to get that out, to see that again. And if you haven't backed the first book, I highly recommend it. It's a very good book. Really good story and exceptional art. The colors are also very well done. You can still get that book. I'll leave a link in the description below, so you can see Mr. Lopresti's Wraith of God Second Chance campaign. And you can also back issue number 2. Bloodhunters is the title, and it's also on Indiegogo. And it's funding, and Mr. Lopresti, I think, is on page 43. I think he finished 43. He put out an update recently, and yeah, his project is coming along, and yeah, you can back with 100% safety, because he does fulfill, he does deliver the books on time, and yeah, yes, it's a really it's a really great investment, I think, because if you're an artist, there's a lot to learn from his art, and it's really great. And if you're not an artist, then there's still a benefit because you can enjoy some of his amazing work and the beautiful colors that Gabe El Taib put in on issue 1. I don't know. I think there's a different colors on issue 2. But either way, the pencil and the line work is still there, and Mr. Lopresti is an exceptional artist. And so yeah, so I'm trying to play with the rendering. I know that I got my main light source coming from the top right of the screen, which would be at that part it would be highlighted by the light of the moon. And so I'm trying to like play to that. I was a bit confused about how best to approach his clothes, his coat. I'm sorry, because it starts off as a coat, and then at the end of it, it just trails off into the abyss, I guess, to the darkness of the black areas, and it's so I wasn't sure how to make that transition. So I did something in the traditional piece, but then later on in digital, I touched it up and I made a few changes. So what you're seeing here is not exactly 100% how it looks like in the final product, which is something that I normally do. I usually tend to make small changes where I think it's necessary on my pieces in digital. So that's how I'm pretty much doing the same for all the rendering. There's just some areas where I might go a little bit further in with, but it's pretty much me just doing these short parallel lines. And I also have to apologize. It's been almost like 2 weeks since I put out a video. I've been pretty busy. I had some personal things happen. I'll explain all that in the future video. I'm going to a stream at the end of the month, I think it is. I think I'll try to do it for the end of the month. Not sure exactly when, because I don't know if I can even make that time, but I will put out an update video to tell you guys where I'm at with the comic. You see me pulling out the book here, because I used the book for reference. I try to, in this case, with most of my fan art pieces, I try to emulate and to replicate what I see in the book. So I mean, I don't sway away too much from the actual interpretation of the character. Like I don't take too many freedoms with the character. I don't add anything that I think would be, anything different to it. I just try to go by what I see in the image, and I try to be faithful to what I see in the image. That's my take on fan art. I mean, I do it in my own art style, but it's just with the exact same elements that I see in the cartoon, in the comics. So here, for example, before I tackle this piece, before I tackle any fan art piece, I take a bunch of reference shots, so I make sure I know exactly what I need to draw, and I also consider the angle of the character that I'm drawing. So in this case, this is just pretty much face on. So the references that I see in the book are more than enough to let me know exactly how his costume is. So I always refer back to that, and I had it at hand. I had the book on hand like the whole time that I was drawing this piece. Yeah, here I pull out the light on my cell phone. The light just helps me see a whole lot better, and this light versus natural light in my case works out much better in my case. So I tend to use that a lot to help me see exactly where I'm inking, what I'm inking. And yes, I'm sorry if it's a little annoying for you, for the viewer, but yeah, this is how I like to do my inking, or to do my rendering actually, because you've seen me ink in other videos without the light, so I do that inking without the light sometimes. But this is when I need to go in and, for example, I get real close to the page and things like that, just to make sure that I have all the details nice. Afterwards, when I look at my art in digital, I like to zoom in as much as I can and then try to see where I can, what mistakes were made or where I could improve. And so this is not going to be any different. I'm going to do the same thing in that case, and yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, where was I? Talking about something. But I have to do a video to give you guys an update as to what I've been doing. what has been going on, and my comic is still coming out. I had originally planned for it to already be out by this time, by April, but things happen, and I'll get into that in the live stream. And yeah, hopefully stream more often. I haven't streamed at all since December of last year. So for like the last 2 months, I haven't streamed at all. I'm not planning to go back to weekly streams, but I am going to stream more often, more than nothing. So because I do want to keep you guys updated on the art. I do want to show you guys. I want to show you guys what I'm drawing as I'm drawing it, and so that would be pretty cool, I think. And yes, I just got to get organized because situation's been a little bit crazy. But I'll explain all that in the future video. So yes, don't forget, please, if you like this video so far, please hit the like button. Please share and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start getting a little bit more involved with the channel as I'm wrapping up. Ominous, but I don't want to give away too many details just yet. And yeah, so here, for example, I'm playing with this with the brim of the hat, just trying to put some lines down that go along with the shape of the hat, and yeah, so just playing along with that. As you can see, I move my paper a lot. I don't always keep my paper in one set position. Like, I change it around a lot because I wanted to make it more comfortable for my hand. My hand has like a certain motion that feels the most natural to me, and so to make the lines flow better, in my opinion, then that's what I do. I switch the papers over, turn it around, tilt it, and then flick, and then move with the ink as I need to. And yeah, it was really cool to draw this character. I love this character from the moment that I read the book. I saw the character a lot, posted everywhere on Twitter when the campaign was in fulfillment, but I didn't bother myself to look into the campaign too much in depth. But once I did, I loved what I saw. I liked the concept of the character, and then when I got the book arrived here fairly quickly. It got here real quick, and I read it and I loved it, and the design were really nice. I like westerns. I like western movies. I like the old west stories, and so putting a character like this, like a Zorro-esque character, was really cool. Really awesome concept. And the black horse, obviously, you gotta have the black horse in there, and so. And so yeah, I liked all of it. I read the book; it was nice. The quality of the book was great, and yeah, so I'm a big fan of Wraith. So I'm a big fan of Wraith, and so when the fan art contest came around, I was like, yeah, I gotta draw a piece. I got to put my style onto it, and draw some fan art, and yeah, and I like the dude working on this. I like the outcome. I got praise from Mr. Lopresti himself from the work, which is great. And that's always like something that terrifies me. It's like when I draw a fan art piece, especially in the indie scene. Like if I draw a fan art piece, like I want to know like if the original creator liked it or not. And so when I get feedback from the original creator that hey, your artwork is great, piece was good, that's always awesome. So I got that, and that was awesome. And yeah, so there it is. Yeah, in my next video, I'm going to do an unboxing. It's going to be the recently received Fall of Man, which I did a cover for. So we're going to take a look at that and take a look at the artwork that I did for that campaign. This is from Paul Bird, and yeah, and that's it. And just continue to putting out more video. And yeah, if you like the content, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, share it out, tell all your friends about me, and yeah, can't stress out enough. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or anything that you want to know about my drawing process, please leave any comments or questions in the comment section below. I'll be sure to get to it as soon as I can. And yeah, I'll be scheduling a stream sometime I think at the end of the month, or I don't know when, or the first week of April of May. I'm not sure. To put you guys up to date on the status of my ominous preview comic. It's almost time to release it, and I have to think about the best way to release it to you guys. So I'll be sure to give you guys an update, and then you guys get to see exactly what I do with that. So yeah, hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and share, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next video. Take care. And before you go, don't forget that I'm working on my own comic. It's called Ominous, and it starts with a 10-page preview with story and artwork by yours truly, featuring this sweet cover colored by the awesome Matt Yackey. So be sure to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on everything.